Hey guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. I am so sorry, but life has just been so crazy, and there's been a lot of like really drastic changes in my life, and the end of February as well as beginning of March just wasn't hitting. It wasn't hitting, but I am finally like feeling normal and feeling good and just like rejuvenated and ready to film for you guys. And so here we are. So we're going to kick off this new beginning with a very simple, quick video. As you can tell from the title of it, it's all about my laser hair removal journey and my thoughts on it. Do I feel like laser hair removal is worth it, etc., etc. Before we begin, you guys already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And let's go ahead and get started. I started getting laser hair removal. Okay, let's backtrack. Boom. Let's bring it back. Okay, so the first time I ever got laser hair removal was in 2020, about like September of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And I got laser hair removal under my arms. I got one session. Now, I got that session done at Laser Away. And the reason why that happened was they kind of like sponsored it. They was like, hey, like, we'll give you a free session if you can just film some stuff while you're there. And I was like, sure. I was really interested in trying it out. So they wanted me to pick an area to start off with. And because I had never received like a laser hair removal anywhere, I said, let me go ahead and try my underarms. At the time, I was already getting my hoo-ha waxed. I felt like my underarms were, I don't want to say insecurity, but if I had to go in order of what was important for me to shave in the moment, it would definitely be my underarms first, just because like wearing certain tops, like raising my arms and filming videos, and you guys see my underarms, and you guys can see it right now, but yeah. So I felt like my underarms was really, really important. Initially, that first session, it did not hurt to me. It was actually really, really easy and really, really quick. And Laser Away does specifically have lasers that are made for women of color, which we're going to get into. So I'm going to explain to you guys, if you are watching me, you are a woman of color, what you need to look out for. And they broke it down to me, and basically laser hair removal is just they're zapping the areas, they're zapping the areas to basically like kill the hair follicle, so your hair will not grow back or won't grow back as quick, and it will definitely won't grow back as thick. So yeah, the first time I ever got it, it was a really, really interesting watching the whole process, because I didn't know what to expect. So basically, when you get laser hair removal, you want to make sure you shave before your session, so the day before your session, and it's still going to grow a little bit, but by like the next week or week and a half to 2 weeks, you are going to start to notice the hair just kind of fall out. So when I would apply deodorant, I can see like hair on my deodorant. So with waxing, you know how you just rip it off and you're good to go. Laser, you kind of want to plan it more so around like, okay, if I get it today, in about a week and a half, 2 weeks is my trip, or whatever the case might be, because it's not going to completely be bare in that moment. So yeah, I was really, really shocked by that. And then when the hair did start to grow back, it grew back really, really thin, really patchy, and my underarms was just a lot lighter and just smoother. Like the skin under my arms was just so smooth. It was so weird, and I thought it was awesome, but I never kept up with it. It took a couple of months, I would say about 2 to 3 months, before I started to notice my underarms go back to normal, like the regular thickness and the regular speed that it would grow and things like that. Now we're gonna fast forward to last year. I ended up getting a Groupon for a place called Flavor Laser or Laser Flavor. I never get the order right. I want to say it's Flavor Laser, Flavor Beauty Bar here in Atlanta. They have 2 locations, one in Marietta and one in actual like Atlanta on Howell Mill Road, I believe. And they are a Black-owned business, so shout out to them. Absolutely adore them. First of all, the place is so cute. It's all pink and girly, and there's flowers everywhere, and I absolutely love it. But I also really, really love the staff. They're super sweet. So I ended up initially getting 3 area package, excuse me. I got my hoo-ha basically done. So the bikini line area is 1, the front is 2, and then the labia is 3. And I was super nervous because, with laser, they kind of tell you that it feels like a rubber band, like kind of popping on you. And I'm like, that on my coat? Oh my gosh, I was a little worried about it, but it actually was not that bad. It was not that bad at all. And I instantly like noticed a difference. I felt like my skin just felt a lot smoother, and even when the hair started to fall out, first of all, it was completely fascinating. I think I was actually on my cycle when it was time for the hair to like start to fall out. So being that I had a pad on and that's like pure white, I can literally see like all the little hairs all over my pad. And I just thought that was like kind of cool in a way. I could tell like why some people might be grossed out by it, but I thought it was really, really cool and interesting, just kind of seeing the process. And I did notice a drastic difference in the hyperpigmentation, which is great. Now, I do not have like all my hyperpigmentation completely gone. I do plan on doing a chemical peel, but it did help significantly. On to the second session, I actually ended up adding my underarms into it. So in total, I paid about $260 for like 8 or 9 sessions, which is really, really good. And if you think about it, it's a lot more inexpensive than waxing, because waxing, you're paying like $50 every time you go. So that's every like 4 weeks. But instead, I just paid $260 for basically a whole year worth of sessions, which is great. I am currently on my 7th session or my 8th session. I just know they told me I have 1 more to go, and I just wanted to kind of check in with you guys and let you know how I'm feeling. First thing that people ask me about laser is, do I feel like it's worth it? I absolutely do feel like it's worth it if you are not impatient. And the reason why that I say that is because waxing is such an immediate satisfaction kind of thing. Like, you know it's time to get waxed. Boom, you wax, the hair is gone, you can go about your business. While laser is like, I just lasered it, the hair and stubble is going to be there for a little bit, and then it's going to eventually fall out. So if you are impatient, I can see why you don't really like laser. But the reason why I would say laser over waxing is because, one, with laser, you are given a lot more leeway, if you will. So let's say you do have a little bit of stubble somewhere, you can shave it off, opposed to waxing when you're not supposed to shave, tweeze, or anything like that. So that is one thing that I think laser is better. 2, the price point, as I just explained, I do feel like it's a little bit more cost efficient. 3, I feel like I've noticed a drastic difference in color in my skin since doing a laser. I feel like my skin looks a little bit lighter and more even. I don't feel like my underarms are dark at all. Right now, we're in the process of the hair falling out. So I do have like a little bit of hair right there. So that might look a little dark. But for the most part, my underarms are pretty light, as you guys can see. It's not super dark at all. It's just that little bit of stubble that you guys see. I'll show you the underarm. I can't show you my hoo-ha clearly, but she's getting lighter as well. As far as pain is concerned, waxing and laser is kind of opposite. So when you get wax, the first time hurts the most and it gets easier. Laser is the opposite, guys. Okay, so with laser, they have the laser in one hand and like air on the other. And as you continue your sessions, they do get far more intense. So my last session did hurt. I will be completely transparent. In comparison, I would say the first session, underarms and vagina will probably be like a 2 on a scale from 1 to 10. And this last time, I would say was more so at an 8. It did hurt. It did hurt, if I'm being completely honest, but I do feel like it's worth it. As far as hair growth is concerned, I really don't get much hair growth on my vagina. My labia, however, is where I still grow a little bit of hair. However, they tell you like that's kind of normal. Most people, it takes a little bit more time for that area to, you know, fully be like bald, and you ain't gotta worry about her no more. So I'm actually considering doing another year worth of sessions on my labia, as well as doing my butt area and my stomach. So I'm thinking about continuing on. I feel like it would definitely be worth it. And also, once you finish all your sessions with laser, you ain't gotta do shit for like a year and a half, which I think is amazing. So I just do feel like it's very, very much worth it. When I was talking to you guys about women of color and laser, if you are interested in doing laser and you are a woman of color, make sure that the place that you are going to use is a YAG laser, Y-A-G. Not all lasers are made for women of color and can burn your skin and will cause more damage than doing good, and you don't want that. So make sure you do your research on what laser hair removal place that you go to, because I don't want that for y'all. I don't want that for y'all. So yeah, guys, that's all I can think of. We talked about price, we talked about pain, we talked about what kind of laser you need, we talked about how my hair growth is going. If I didn't mention it already, the hair everywhere that I've gotten laser is super, super thin when it does grow back. It's so thin that you can kind of like, if I let it to grow out, if you could touch it like that, it would still feel like there's nothing there, which is super amazing. Yeah, and I honestly, like I said before, I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it was a great investment for me, and I will definitely continue to do it, and I would definitely continue to add more and more areas as time progresses. So if you are thinking about getting laser hair removal, this is your sign. Go ahead and do it. I recommend it. I really wanted to make sure I did this video for you guys because when I talk about the fact that I get laser, I get a lot of questions about like pain and how much and like what exactly it does. So I hope that this video was informative, and I hope you appreciate it, and I hope you give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. You guys, now that we're back into the business, please let me know what it is that you want to see. I would be happy to do it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.